tuning in to the Lightworker Society. I am Ayoka, and I'm thankful that you guys have tuned in to see my YouTube. I know you can't see my face, but I am behind the scenes today, y'all. I've been kind of being behind the scenes for a minute because it's really been preserving my energy, because energetically, it takes a lot out of you to read. I don't know if you guys really know. Some of you might be already readers, but yes, energetically, it's a lot. So this has definitely been helping me to preserve myself, my self-care, and all that other good stuff, while I'm able to still deposit and put into you guys at the same time. So thank you once again for being patient and for tuning into my channel, subscribing, liking, and sharing my videos, because every time y'all put y'all energy into my channel, and it helps my channel to grow, and it helps my videos to reach more and more people across the internet. So I am humbly grateful, because I do see that the Lightworker Society, or my YouTube channel, the Oracle Goddess, is growing, and I am appreciative. I mean, it's moving a little slow, but Spirit had to remind me that sometimes it's not all about the numbers. It's more important about who exactly that you reach. And I've been reaching the right people. So this is a blessing. But however, like I said, short disclaimer, everything in this message might not resonate with you. So take what you need and leave what you don't. Okay? If it doesn't apply, then let it fly. Y'all know how it go. You need a personal reading, holla at your girl. The link is going to be in the details below. All you got to do is click on my Instagram, okay? And then click on the link in my bio. Now, I want to set my intentions. I've already said it, but I'm going to do it again collectively, just so we can all be in the same energy, on the same vibration. Y'all know how it works. But here we go. Holy Spirit, thank you. Thank you, my spiritual guides, for helping me with this reading, for guiding me, for showing me exactly what it is and how I need to say it. Thank you for using me as the messenger, and I ask that the spiritual gates are closed to anything that is not in divine order or divine will with this reading. And I thank you for protecting all of my viewers and listeners as we embark on this twin flame journey. Thank you for using me as the messenger. And so it is. All right, you guys. So I already started pulling my cards because this is my second time recording this video. I had a little technical difficulties. So I was like, let me start over. I'm not even going to keep having these little mix-ups and mess-ups all in the video, even though I want it to be authentic, because I've been learning to operate in my most authentic self for 2020. So I can only imagine 2021, honey. I'm ready. But of course, I'm going to do a twin flame reading tonight. I haven't done it in a while, and surprisingly, I'm going to be doing a karmic energy read. So I want to see what's up with the karmic, what's their energy so far, you know, all of those general questions. So hang in there with me, bear with me as I go through this. Now, you know, most of you know I like to shuffle my cards until I get jumpers. So yeah, I'm here, and I know you can't see me this time, so I am here. Even if you hear me get silent, I'm shuffling, I'm picking up the energies, and you know how that goes. Now, the first card that came out was the second chakra, Archangel Ariel, but it came out in reverse, right? And this card really pretty much just talks about intimacy and creativity. So my question was, what is the energy of the karmic in the DM's life? Now, y'all know the karmic could be a person or a situation. So take it as it resonates. But however, pretty much the karmic is really feeling, they're definitely feeling a block towards the DM. They're feeling a block in their, it's really, how can I say it? It's their feelings, for real. It's their feelings that is causing this blockage. They really all up in their feelings, being a little bit emotional. You know how sometimes the karmic does. and how it happens, but they really need to release old fears and self-limitations. Now that's the problem. That's what's going on. The energy right now for the karmic is a need, a serious need. I know I said it like 100 times. A serious need. Like really, they need to work on this second chakra and bring some healing energy to that part of their selves, because it's blocking their intimacy and it's blocking their creativity. Now, I want to get an elaboration on that card. I have my Light Seers deck, and it's a tarot deck, but I love it. It has such wonderful colors. So give me a second. Shuffle these up. Thank you. So can you elaborate on the second chakra archangel? Oh, okay. Sorry, you guys. Sometimes the cards just be like blah, 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 and fly out all over the place. Let me tell you, that jazz is playing loud. Now I feel like it's too low. Second chakra. Thank you. All right now, so I got a good elaboration for y'all. It's literally like 4 cards that just popped out. But the first card that came out was the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is definitely not in reverse, but yeah. It's in the upright position. Here you go. Put that right there. But pretty much, the Eight of Swords is literally representing some type of bondage. Now, you see on the card, I don't know if you guys can see it, but her hands are wrapped up. Her eyes are blindfolded, and you can see the crows really restricting her. And that's what the Eight of Swords is really referencing. It's referencing feeling trapped or paralyzed or restricted in some kind of way. Now, this karmic is definitely feeling like, okay, they're feeling like they're trapped, and they're feeling like they need to really get out of this situation, whether they are still with the divine masculine or if they're not. They just feel that this is a situation that they can't get out of, and they don't really have a choice. They don't have a choice, so they're bound to each other through some kind of way, whether it be children, whether it be marriage. You know, it's some type of commitment that's keeping them together or attached. Now, they are having a really hard time trying to communicate and set these boundaries, or even stand up for themselves, so that they can make these changes. But they really need to really gain some control, because as you can see with this first card that came out, the second chakra, is creating a block for them. And when you have those blockages, it really puts you on a shutdown. So it's certain areas that you can't really navigate in your life, especially when it comes to your emotional well-being, because you have these blocks, your creativity, your intimacy. Like, it makes it hard for you to connect with people. And in this instance, they're struggling to really make a true connection with the divine masculine. Now, if they're not together, they possibly could be being passive in this situation and not asserting themselves enough, or not willing to take that extra step to bring solutions to this situation, which is not going to yield any type of results in the end of the day if they keep just sitting on it and not making a move and allowing this situation to progress to get any worse. And as you can see, the Rest and Rejuvenation card is also up here on a board, and it's in reverse. So they're literally saying, like, Spirit is saying, look, they're not taking care of themselves properly. They're not practicing their self-care, and this is why they can't find that harmony or bring that balance to themselves to be able to connect with the divine masculine in a way that would bring solutions and results. All it keeps bringing is more turmoil, more those feelings of being oppressed or, you know, trapped in a situation. And the next card that came out was the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles basically just represents some type of lack of quality or lack of motivation that could be certainly taking place. But like I said, the card is in reverse at this point, and it really is saying that this karmic is not putting in any effort into this relationship. They're literally neglecting it. And you know, you can't cut corners, right? You can't cut corners or take shortcuts when it comes to dealing with some type of partnership, or when it comes to dealing with love, or when it comes to dealing with other people. When other people are involved, you have to put an effort for all parties to be able to literally come into agreement, especially when it comes to the matters of life. If you are in a marriage, or if you have children with this person, you have to make a way to literally put effort to making the situation work, no matter what. And they are just not putting in that effort, and they don't even feel the desire to bring a resolution to this situation at this point. Now, in this instance, you know, Spirit is really saying, like, the divine masculine needs to step up. Divine masculine needs to step up and really start to speak their truth in this situation as well. So if they are the ones that are feeling trapped by the situation, they need to stand their ground, and they need to be a little bit more assertive. Now, it needs to be some resolutions made where both parties' needs are being met. And right now, as it looks like it stands, the divine feminine, I'm sorry, not the divine feminine, I don't even know why the divine feminine just popped out. They must got something to say. You know how the divine feminine be with them karmics. But literally, the karmic is just not, you know, it's just done. Literally, the energy that I'm picking up on is that the karmic is done. Now, I know I hate to say karmic sometimes, because, you know, at some points we all have been the one that was in some type of negative energy at some point in our lives. It just takes a process for you to really grow up and learn from your situations, from life, and really decide to be different, decide to be the empress, you know. And that takes some work, and that takes some time. But of course, because what's well known, this is how we phrase it as far as divine feminine, divine masculine, karmic, stuff like that, so that you guys can literally relate. But the Nine of Wands came out, and this karmic, chick is like, she gonna be the last one, or he gonna be the last one standing. It's a lot of resilience here, right? A lot. Let me show y'all this card, because I forgot. They're prepared. Let me tell you, they are prepared to strategize, or literally they're ready to face whatever challenges are coming their way head on. They is not playing, and they is at the point where they just not going back down. See, like I told you before previously, like they're not trying to put in any effort, and they don't want to seek a resolution. They want this situation to go in their favor. They want it to go their way. And yeah, they're willing to fight for it at this point. It's really going to take two in this situation. Whatever is going on, I want to find out. I know I'll get more of elaboration, but like literally see, why is this karmic being so adamant about not trying to meet the divine masculine halfway? Now, the Nine of Pages came out, Oh, sorry. I said the 9 of pages. Let me tell you, it must be getting kind of late because I'm switching stuff all up. But the page of swords came out, but it came out in reverse. Now, let me show you guys. I like to show you the cards. I don't know. I guess I like to show y'all the cards because they're so nice and I like them. But the page of swords usually talks about an emotional state, right? Or quality of mind. Now, it's in reverse. And the reverse meaning is like scattered brain, sarcastic. They could be gossipy, rude. But they're definitely in some type of heated debate with the divine masculine in this situation. And the page of swords is supposed to be an incredible communicator, right? But on the other hand, it's going in the opposite direction. It's becoming like argumentative. It's becoming very defensive and literally just flat out like it's a failure. It's a failure to communicate at all. There's no empathy involved. They're not being sensitive to the needs of the divine masculine. They're being very argumentative, defensive, and they actually are delighting in taking. They feel good. They taking some sheer joy in thinking that they're right in this situation. Now, it's coming to the it's bringing the whole situation to this point where there's no harmony. There's no harmony. So there's definitely been some division placed in between the karmic and the divine masculine. And the karmic literally is not caring. He's not giving 2 fucks for the feelings of the divine masculine whatsoever. Now, this misunderstanding that they have is literally creating paranoia for the divine. You know what? We gonna have to bring the divine feminine into this situation because, yeah, the divine feminine seems to have a lot to say right now because I can feel the energy and it just keeps trying to flow through me. But yeah, the karmic is literally paranoid, and it's all because of a lack of misunderstanding. Yeah, this really them chakras, there got to be more than one chakra that's blocked right now. But there's going to need to be like a degree of tolerance that's going to have to be learned in this situation in order for them to be able to see eye to eye, to understand each person's different viewpoints. It needs to be some flexibility here, and it's not there whatsoever. However, it's all up to, it's going to take 2 parties to really try to bring balance to this. It takes 2 people, and in this case, it's a one-sided situation. There is it's strictly like not having it. Now, as I said, that next card that came out was the Rest and Rejuvenation card, and it's in reverse. So they're not taking the proper steps to really try to get themselves in alignment. They really don't care. They like this energy that they are in at this time. So what does the karmic want from the divine masculine? Thank you. Where's my other tarot deck? The karmic want from the divine masculine. Okay. Woo! Let me tell you, when spirit speaks, y'all. Let me tell you, my guides have. This is interesting, you guys. This is very interesting. So the 2 of Wands came out in an upright position, and then I have the Lovers in reverse, and then the Moon card came out in reverse as well. I'm gonna speak both, all 3 cards through first before I actually put them all up for you to see. But literally, the 2 of Wands in an upright position is talking about making a decision. or taking some type of risk or leaving a comfort zone, right? So in this situation, the karmic just really wants the divine masculine to make a decision, to really figure out what are the goals that they want for themselves right now and for their situation. Now, the karmic is definitely in the process of considering some type of changes, and literally yeah, they are making the plans to do so. They're making the plans to do some type of, something's coming up, something they're planning, and I'm going to pull a card on that to see if I can see what they are actually planning. But Spirit is like, they have to make these decisions together. So divine masculine, if you are actually tuning in into this video, Spirit is dropping some jewels for you too, which would help your situation, you know, if you feel led, because everybody has free will. But literally, Spirit is saying, make a decision to work together, because that will literally push the two of you in a motion where you can come to a serious resolution for your troubles, for whatever's taking place, you know, situations. That's all we're going to say, because what the situations are at this moment, we don't know. All we know is that the karmic is just like being their best selves right now. Then I'm going to get to these lovers in the moon reverse card. But hold on one second. All right, so what are these changes that the karmic is considering to make? What are these changes that the karmic is considering to make? Oh. So the King of Swords came out, and it's in reverse, you guys. So the changes, here we go. Put this up here real quick before. All right, so the it's in a reverse status, so we already know that's about the divine masculine right there. So the karmic is really planning to be really irrational right now, really controlling, ruthless. Let me tell you, like, there's definitely going to be a very emotional situation that's going to take place, and it's really abusive. The karmic is really abusive, and they have very low standards for love. It's kind of almost sad. It's sad because it's one of these things where they are very selfish, and they really don't have the best intentions for the divine masculine, and they allow their emotions to actually literally take over everything. Their emotions are so uncontrolled, and they flip out so quickly, so fast. Like, they're cold and they're distant. And this is really like one of these situations right now. They might even possess a lot of masculine energy, because from what it sounds like, there's no duality in with this karmic, as far as they don't operate in it's not a balance between their masculine and feminine side. They are definitely operating in this masculine energy, which causes them to be aggressive, and it causes them to be short-tempered, very abusive, not operating in that feminine side of them that would make them forgiving or understanding, and to operate with some type of restraint. They're definitely they're not doing that. They really need to use some logic and evaluate whether what moves that they should do, instead of being irrational and impulsive. And the divine masculine really needs to also sit down and evaluate whether this situation is good for them or not. Now, they might have had you know, been fooled and thinking that this person is, you know, really different to a certain degree. But that goes a whole lot into this next card that came out, which was the Lovers in reverse. Oh, look, it's 2 cards stuck underneath here. I wish you guys could see that. So it was 2 cards stuck under, 1 card stuck underneath of this Lovers in reverse card. Now, it explains why the Lovers in reverse card came out in reverse. So let me move over to this next. Boom. I knew that was going to happen, you guys. I usually have my stones propped up against it. Like you see this big love pink rose quartz to keep it from flopping back. As you know, these little cheap little easels, they get the job done until I gotta put a whole bunch of stuff in there. But being that I am a Virgo, I can't leave it laying like that. So I want to fix it. Let me prop some stones up against it to support it. All right, how's that? Okay, I hope you guys can see that. All right, now, thank you guys for bearing with me. Like I said, I haven't done a karmic read in a while, so I'm getting it together. But when the Lovers card comes out, in reverse is, again, talking about disharmony and some type of imbalance, conflict, everything opposite of, you know, being balanced and loving and supporting and all that other great stuff that the lover should bring. But it's some inner conflict. It's inner and outer conflict. The disharmony between them two is really causing a division, like I was telling you before, and it's putting a lot of pressure on the situationship. I said situationship. Do y'all hear that? A lot of pressure on the situation is making everyday life a little difficult, because it's like you should be able to navigate through the situations without having to have conflict or any type of strife. You know, it should be some type of peace and understanding, or where you can at least come to a common ground so that you can really, you know, get things done. Because if this is a situation where they're in a marriage or they're in a relationship, or if they have children together, at the end of the day, you have to be able to communicate. You have to be able to come to an understanding of the other person, regardless of what their personal values are or what their belief systems are. You have to kind of find some type of alignment in order to make it work. Point blank. But as you can see, you know, that's just not possible, especially when you do have some blocks in your chakra, and you're not doing anything to really rejuvenate, to rest, to get yourself back grounded. You're not able to operate in your higher self, using your intuition, when that is off. When you take out the self-care and self-preservation part, it's nearly impossible to make that happen, to find a balance. And especially if you do have any hidden agendas, of course, you know, yeah, you're gonna be all crazy in the uproar. But now, I mean, I could go on and on and on about what is taking place. I mean, because you can see it is so evident. Like, there's a lot of blaming each other, especially on the karmic side. And the problem is that this whole nature of this situation, their relationship, was really made based off of a decision of desire. It was for immediate gratification. This is how they ended up coming together. This is why the love is gone in this situation. That immediate gratification does not lead to long-lasting relationships, because once that need or that desire leaves, you understand, it's nothing else left. But someone in this relationship really feels like they're bitter. Literally, they're bitter, and they want to blame the other person for the consequences of this situation. But you know, it's catching up with the divine feminine, it's catching up with the karmic. So Spirit is saying it's like it's time to make some type of amends, divine masculine. Make those amends and let go of the past, especially for the karmic. The karmic has to let go of the past because you guys have to make better decisions for the future. And in this situation, it's going to literally have to take for the divine masculine to step up and make the decision to be the bigger person, in order to have, you know, put their foot down, literally. Put their foot down, like, not going to do this. Be firm. Because there's more involved. There's more involved. It's not just, the commitment doesn't have anything to do with just them two. Now, the following card that was stuck underneath of that Lover's card was the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands usually talks about it's a heavy burden. The karmic sees this situation as a heavy burden. She or he sees the divine masculine as a burden. And they're burnt out. They feel as though, you know, it's a lot of stress that's involved in this. Now, it's really disheartening because they feel like, you know, the other aspects of their life is cool, but this one, and it's weighing on them. Like, it makes it difficult for them to literally operate with a peaceful mindset. Like, they try to fake it and be cool, but it only lasts for so long. You know, their true colors begin to come out because they're literally burdened by it. And it seems to me like, they're having some other issues that are going on. Issues as far as their work life, their finances. And that is what's also bringing all of this emotional drama. I'm going to say drama. All this emotional drama. That's what else is why is there as well. Because they're carrying a lot. They have a lot of burden on them at the moment. And they're not asking for any help. So the next card I have is the Moon card. I said that right there. The Moon card is in reverse as well. Now, usually for me, the reverse cards definitely represent the karmic in the situation. But their emotions are literally like, it's complicated. It's all up and down. It's like some bipolar shit, y'all. That's all I can say. It involves fear, deception, anxiety, lack of understanding. Like, it's like all of that mixed up in one. And confusion, unhappiness. It's like all of these emotions are there. They have a desire to want to make some progress, but they're so emotional, they don't know what's the right thing to do. But it's like, what do I do at this point? But not realizing that they got to deal with this anxiety, this paranoia, or whatever this fear is that's overcoming them, in order for them to be able to make the best decisions. That's why they need to go into that hermit mode, to do that rest and rejuvenation. Because they need time to be able to go into a period of rest so that they can become more intuitive. They're lacking that. And when you're not operating in your higher self and you can't hear your intuition, it does what? It causes you to have a bunch of confusion, anxiety, self-deception. And it's hard to really move forward in your situations because you'd be stuck. You be stuck in past situations. You be stuck on past hurts. You be defensive. You thinking somebody out to try to get you or to harm you. You know, any of those things start to come up. You really start to dissipate. But at some point, these anxieties and fears, they definitely will leave. They're going to fade away. They're going to start to see the positive side of things eventually, once they can bring that that fear, once they can get that fear out of here, literally, that paranoia that they have and that they're holding on to. Now, how long that's going to take, God only knows. God only knows, literally. But it's definitely something going on, and it's so much deception that's in the air. So much. They're hiding something. It's some information that's missing. They're not being honest with the DM with something. Let's find out what this is. What's this deception? What is the karmic not being honest about? The karmic not being honest about. Alright now, so the karmic has been trying to move on. So they could be not being honest about them leaving. So for some of you, yeah, they definitely are planning to leave. So some of the DMs are literally in a relationship, or they could be married to the karmic, and they are planning to leave. For the other DMs involved, their karmic is having a hard time letting go. The past really still has a really strong hold on them, despite their attempts to leave it behind. Like they want to leave it behind, but for some odd reason they can't let it go. Something is compulsively pulling them back. Like they're choosing to try to be in the divine masculine's life, even though there's no love there. But they're stuck just remembering the happy moments, and that's what's keeping them from being able to move forward. This karmic has a lot of past insecurities that hold them back from living their life fully, especially when it comes to love. Whatever happened to them in their past literally keeps them stuck. It's binding them. They are stuck on the divine masculine. The Knight of Wands came out, and the Knight of Wands is in the upright position, you guys. Let's see. The Divine Masculine is like, look now. It ain't nothing happening. This Divine Masculine seems to have an issue with settling down with one person. There's some commitment issues going on here. So that's why a lot of the insecurities are taking place with the Karmic. And because of that, it causes them to, they're a little erratic when it comes to their love life. They take a lot of risks. They take a lot of risks. Very fearless. This Divine Masculine is very fearless. They're very impulsive, but charming and passionate at the same time. But, yeah, that's what causes them to really struggle. Oh, I ain't put out the 9 of Swords, 6 of Swords for you guys. But that's what causes them to really struggle with making commitments and settling down. And I definitely see that could be probably an issue that has taken place also with the Divine Feminine in this situation as well. It's like both are stuck in some type of limbo, even though there's no love with the Karmic whatsoever. It's a loveless relationship, loveless situation, I guess you would call it at this point. I mean, because is there really a relationship? But the 10 of Pentacles also came out, but it came out in a reverse. So there's definitely, here we go, put it right here so the thing won't fall. But there's definitely like a dispute within their family structure. Maybe there's some debt, or it's over some type of money, financial situation. The conflict is literally about money. The Karmic feeling and not stable. And some type of family dispute took place. So it definitely could be involving some kids. Now, I don't know if the Karmic is going through some type of bankruptcy, or if there's just, you know, some debt that they have and they need all their coins. And the Divine Masculine's coins too. So they're at the point where it's like it's like by any means necessary. I gotta do what I gotta do to hold on to my pentacles, my coins, my money. Divine Masculine, you're gonna have to assert your boundaries instead of accepting the Karmic's opinions. Whatever they're feeling, you can't accept that. You got to think of yourself in this situation, because this is why they keep lashing out and acting all crazy. This is the problem in the situation, and why this Karmic is acting like a butt, because they are used to being able to act a certain way in order to get what they want. The 3 of Pentacles came out as well, but it's in the upright position. And, as you can see on the card, it's really about community. It's about collaboration or teamwork. And, I definitely understand what is taking place in this card at this moment, because the card is really saying that the divine masculine and the karmic need to work together. There needs to be some type of collaboration within this relationship in order for it to work. And some planning needs to be done. And basically like laying out what it is that they want out of the situation. And they need to bring everything together. Whatever their resources are, if it's involving money, people, and time, and figure out how they're going to make this work. Now, I want to find out what the divine masculine wants from this situation. What does the divine masculine want? Oh, wow. The divine masculine wants to preserve their own energy, their own emotional balance. They want to hold on. They want their coins. They want to hold on to their coins. They want to make sure that their money is straight. And they want this deceit to be over. They know that there's some deception in this situation with the karmic. And they just want it to be over. They want the balance, so that they can move on, so that they can be successful and have the things that they need. For themselves, and if they have children, for their children. Which is understandable. They really want to be out of this, they want to come out of this situation at least with some type of support. But is the karmic offering that? The support. And so far there's no support when it comes to the matters of money. This is really causing the divine masculine to have some triggers. They're being triggered by the situation. Old memories are coming up. But Spirit is saying that the divine masculine needs to forgive themselves and release any residual guilt that they may be carrying from this situation. And move on. They have to accept that they are human and that they made mistakes. Right? They made bad decisions, because as we can see, as previous in the reading, that this relationship was merely established because of desire. It wasn't no love there. It was desire. It was lust. It was about the sex. Just to be strictly honest about it. Then the divine masculine need to be at peace with their past. And know that they are where they are at now, because this is where they're supposed to be. It's about the lessons. How does the karmic feel about the divine feminine? So the third chakra card came out, and that's really just talking about they know. Point blank, they know. So the karmic knows intuitively that the divine feminine is around. Elaborate. And They having a difficult time making a choice about something. It's some type of confusion that they have also about this divine feminine. They're overthinking. They're overthinking the situation with the divine masculine and the divine feminine. They are trying to figure out a million possible ways to end that situation, to cause confusion and chaos within that particular situation. Wow. So divine feminines, be on the lookout, because what you may see in with your natural eyes going to be a bunch of bullcrap. And that's the next card that came out. I know I stopped showing you guys because it's just a lot of cards and I have a little bit of space, but I'm going to show you the Temperance card. The Temperance card came out, and of course Spirit is telling you, divine feminine, you're going to have temperance in this situation, because you're going to need to know and understand that yeah, the karmic is acting irrational at this point, and they're going to do whatever it takes to cause disharmony. And you're going to need to be balanced. You're going to need to be able to operate in that duality I was talking about. Having that masculine and feminine balance. Being patient. And it's literally, you guys, divine feminine, you just showed up in the reading. The Queen of Wands in the upright position. So you're coming in as the Queen of Wands in this situation. And the Queen of Wands is really, you know, you're confident. You're capable and you're fierce. So that's how you're going to need to be. You're going to need to be bold and passionate about your divine masculine, and knowing that, yeah, that no matter what, you already know where these fiery outbursts are coming from and why that they're happening with the karmic. Now, I'm going to find out what's the overall outcome, and then I'm going to end it. What's the overall outcome of this situation? So the Seven of Swords card came out in a reverse position. And of course, the Seven of Swords card is going to be about some masculine energy. So, here we go. And it's reversed. So I told you my reverse cards represent the karmic. And basically, it's betrayal, deception. The overall outcome is going to be this karmic literally trying to get away with something. Trying to get away with whatever destruction or mayhem that they're going to try to bring. They're going to be literally lying to others about this divine masculine, about the divine feminine, lying to themselves. Because like I said, they're in this paranoia state. Spreading lies. They're going to be stealing. They're going to try to take more than their fair share. Literally. And Spirit is saying, you know, they can't deceive their own heart. It doesn't work like that. This is going to backfire on them, because the universe will always bear witness to the truest intentions. And if they're not operating in their truest intentions, it's going to backfire. Everything that they put out is going to come back on them. So they're definitely going to try to move forward in a way that's deceptive. But don't worry, because the universe is bearing witness to it all. The divine sees it all. And they will be exposed. Yep. So this is how it's going. I got my own deck that I made up. I don't have it printed out yet, but I do have it made, like the pictures, the cardstock stuff, everything is set. It just needs to be print and stuff like that. But right now I got them on index cards. So the Karmic, you can see that they don't care about the DM's happiness at all, and they are spreading rumors about the divine feminine. I was getting right in this, but I'm like, shit, what's these rumors? What are these rumors that they spreading about the divine feminine? Where is my water? Y'all know what? I got my space heater on, and that joint, it's like, it feels good, but at the same time, it's like making me thirsty. It's just dry heat. That's sometimes why I hate the winter and turning on the heat, because my heat is so dry. The problem is they can't compete with the divine feminine. They're gonna try. They're gonna definitely try. They're gonna be spreading rumors. They're gonna try to come up with whatever they can come up with, to really assassinate the divine feminine's character. But like I said, only truth prevails. The universe sees all. I want to see if I can get exactly what it is. They're going to literally be saying that the divine feminine is the reason why the divine masculine why they are not with the divine masculine. They're going to be blaming the divine feminine, saying that the divine feminine is at fault. And this is why they are going after the divine masculine for their money. They're going to try to use this as the reason as to why they're making this all about money. Because they're going to try to say the divine masculine all along has been in this third party situation. Wow. One last question, you guys, and then I'll let it go. Once I find my cards, because I'll hit it go. Will the divine masculine what is the outcome for the divine masculine and the divine feminine? I had to really choose those questions in my mind, because sometimes I don't always pose the question right. And I'll be like, but I asked. So I'm getting the hang of this, you guys. It's taking me some time, but it's not taking me a lot of time. I'm getting it. For the most part, I can get majority of the readings I do. Some things I do stumble on. It just takes, you know, a little learning and practicing and really being able to see the story visually, to be able to tell it to you guys intuitively, if that makes sense. And I'm a seer, so I have to see it and visualize it in order for me to lay it out. It doesn't just, you know, come to my mind and flow out my mouth. It's like, bam, I gotta see it first and then I can speak it. But I'm definitely getting it. That's why I was like, let me get into more readings and being a little bit more diverse in it, because lately I've just been kind of like focusing on the different zodiac signs and doing personal readings. I've been doing a lot of personal readings, so it's been kind of pulling me away from doing these readings. But so basically, the divine masculine is coming out as the emperor. I'll let y'all see that. The outcome between the divine feminine and the divine masculine is literally going to be, the divine masculine is going to take action. He's going to take action to build a better relationship with the divine feminine, using their mind as well as their heart. It's not going to just be logic. They're going to go in leading with their intuition, their heart, all of that. So they're definitely balancing their energies. Something that Karmic ain't doing. Knowing how to balance their masculine and feminine energies. But they are definitely trying to establish harmony. They want harmony, and this is why they are moving more towards the divine feminine. They already know the infinite possibilities for the success in this relationship with the divine feminine. So I mean, they're going to be upfront with it. The outcome is going to be success, straight like that. They're going to be upfront with their issues that they have, what they need to work on. They're doing all of that to try to remain flexible and not really be holding on and harboring things from the past and from the past situation. And literally, Spirit is saying the world is going to be yours, divine feminine. Like, you must have made a wish, so your wishes are going to come true. And your divine masculine is going to come in, and they're coming in as the emperor. They're going to lead with confidence, harmony, and generosity in this situation. So whatever took place, you're going to definitely get back double for your trouble, because they're coming in correctly, and they actually can now see, just by this experience with the divine masculine. And for some of you, Spirit is saying be careful, because the Karmic might have access to the divine masculine social media. So they might have access, they might have the password or something like that to their account. And that's how they're able to contact or know about certain people that the divine masculine deals with. The Karmic really can't understand what the divine feminine sees in the divine masculine whatsoever, because they can't see them. They can't see the divine masculine in the same light, because they're not their divine counterpart. So that's why they don't understand it. See, the Karmic never really understands that. They're not the divine counterpart, so they're not going to be able to see it. They don't understand why you stick around, why you still want to be with them despite everything that has taken place. Now, some of the Karmics are doing love spells. I'm still pulling from my deck, you guys. But some of the Karmic are doing love spells, black magic. And spells also could be just through words. Words are spells. So, spreading rumors, stuff like that, can create spells. But like I said, don't worry, because the universe sees all, and the universe only honors things that are done in truth. The Karmic usually keeps the DM busy, so he won't have time for anything. So their whole intention usually is to keep them engaged into something in dealing with the family, or dealing with the kids, or just anything that will keep them from being able to have any free time to do anything else. They could be keeping them busy just by in their thoughts. Oh, yeah, and a Karmic is definitely stalking the divine feminine. Definitely on your pages, social media. Whew. I mean, you got to see the cards that are jumping out of here. The Karmic has psychological issues, meaning that there's some type of mental health issues that are taking place. They have some type of mental health issues, and this is why they operate and act the way that they do. There's some unresolved issues that they haven't sought help for. So it could be that they're bipolar, personality disorders. Anything else, Spirit? Yep, and it's going back to saying that the karmic is jealous and will do anything to ruin the twin flame connection. You can see it for yourself. And the divine masculine is feeling trapped. So it takes me back to that Eight of Swords. That Eight of Swords is the divine masculine that came out feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling in bondage to the situation. They went out. They went out and the karmic wants in. They don't even want the divine masculine. They don't even want to see them happy. They just don't want them with anybody else because they literally are that vindictive and hurt. I feel like it's something else that I gotta pull. I don't feel like this is over, and I know I'm over an hour, but I just feel like there's more information that needs to be said. Oh, the divine masculine already knows what the karmic is doing. They're already exposed. They've seen the truth. They actually were able to see the truth for themselves. Their eyes are open. So I'm also getting that the karmic has fake accounts and they have friends spying on both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. You got to be careful with this, you guys, because it came out again. I looked at this card, but something was like, let me shuffle it, because I looked at it and it was just sitting there. And it says that the divine masculine no longer wants to keep the divine feminine a secret. So the divine masculine is getting ready to really come out, even though the karmic already knows about this situation. They know about it, they just haven't said anything. But the divine masculine is going to come out about it. Whether they're going to come out to the karmic to let them know what's going on, or just letting other people know that there's, you know, the divine feminine is there. Yeah, because they're operating in their emperor status at this point. They know what they want, and they're going to take action. And this karmic is going to be sitting there still in that energy. Alright, I got these cards and I feel like that's it. But yep, the Nine of Swords card came out, and literally the divine masculine is going to, I'm sorry, I said the divine masculine. Well, this could pertain to the divine masculine too, because usually sometimes if words slip, it's supposed to be said. So I don't want to negate that. So it could go both ways. But nah, this is definitely the karmic, because the paranoia came out again with this Nine of Swords. There's definitely paranoia, and they're deeply anchored to some type of fear. A lot of inner turmoil. It keeps them up at night. The negative thoughts, all of that, keep them up at night. But there's going to be some judgment, you guys. And the judgment card is not a bad card. But the judgment card is literally just talking about some self-realization and understanding. The divine masculine is realizing that they don't need the karmic's approval. The only approval that really matters is their own. And they're going to do their best. They're going to do their best at shedding whatever the negativity is and dropping the mask. Even though it feels risky to them, they're going to do it. They're going to do the right thing so that they can operate in a different light, in a different consciousness. They don't want to keep their true nature hidden away from the world again. The card that came out, that the divine masculine is going to no longer wants to keep the divine feminine a secret. The divine feminine will get their they will get their I don't know if I want to say judgment, but they're going to get what they deserve, because this divine masculine is definitely transform that devil energy. They have released it. They have let go of that grip to the attachments and addictions, because they want a breakthrough. They see the role that they actually played in their circumstances, and they realize that they have been giving their power away, leaving them feeling helpless, and they're ready to break the chains. They're ready to move forward and out of this energy completely. And the Seven of Pentacles card came out, but it came out in reverse. You can see that. The Karmic is definitely frustrated. Then I have the Nine of Cups that came out. And for those of you who don't know, you know the Nine of Cups is literally the universe gifting all of your desires. From joy, manifesting dreams, gratitude, abundance. This is literally represents the wish card, your wish fulfillment. Didn't I speak that previously, Divine Feminine, that you will get your wish. Your wish will be fulfilled. So Spirit wants to remind you to allow yourself to experience how fulfilling this journey can be. And remember to laugh and to stay happy no matter what is going to take place, no matter what is going to go down. Stay in your Empress status, your Queen of Wands status. Remember to feel good and to remember to stay in an attitude of gratitude, because you're definitely manifesting this. And I think that was the last card, you guys. Yep, the Nine of Cups. Let me see. Yep, that was it. Okay, I got through it. It took me an hour and 12 minutes, y'all. Thank y'all for being patient. Thank you for hanging in there with me as I did this karmic read. I'll keep doing them so I can, get better and remembering the titling, I guess you would say, karmic, divine feminine, divine masculine, however it goes. But yeah, I'm all done. So if you do want a personal reading, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you so much. Share, like, comment, something positive, please, because we don't need no negative energy. We already dealing with the energy of the karmic, okay? Now, if the message doesn't resonate with your situation, it's just not for you. So you don't need God to speak about it, all right? Keep your peace, hold your peace, okay? Because somebody else might be like, girl, yep, yep, that's how it is. It might not be you, but it could be somebody else. So keep that in mind. But I do love you. I say it all out of love. All right, you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. Peace.